I'm Tom Hollingsworth of Tech Field Day, and I'm very excited to be talking to you today about our upcoming Tech Field Day exclusive at Cisco Live Global 2021 event. We have a long history with Cisco and with Cisco Live. It's one of my favorite events for a lot of reasons. And we've been bringing you content at Cisco Live as long as I've been a part of Tech Field Day. And even though we're not going to be in person this year, that doesn't mean that we're not going to be bringing you the same great discussions, the same great technology presentations, and the same great interactions that you get from Tech Field Day. I wanted to take a few minutes and kind of give you an overview of what we'll be seeing at Tech Field Day exclusive. Our first presentation is actually taking place on Monday, April the 5th. We're going to be hearing from Glueware. They're a longtime friend of Tech Field Day, and they have some great integrations with Cisco. And one of the amazing things that we're capable of doing at Tech Field Day is not just bringing you the best technology from Cisco, but from their partners, the folks that you would see if we could walk the world of solutions this year. Glueware has been a long time standard there, and we are excited to hear some of the updates that they have and some of the integrations that they've been working on with Cisco equipment. So you won't want to miss that on Monday, April the 5th. And then we're going to take a week and jump back into Cisco's presentations starting on Tuesday, April the 13th. Now, if you watched the Chuck Robbins keynote on day one of Cisco Live, you probably heard a lot about some of the technologies that Cisco is championing in this world that we live in, and how they are attempting to adapt those technologies to help enhance and simplify the lives of not only operations folks, but honestly, the end users out there. You probably heard from groups like Cisco Mass Scale Infrastructure, which is the integration of some of the service provider technologies being adapted to the changing world that we live in. You may have also heard of SASE and SD-WAN. These are all technologies that we'll be hearing about on Tuesday. We'll also be hearing about Thousand Eyes, which was a big part of the keynote, and their analytics and integration pieces that they are using to get into the heart of what networks are looking like now and the traffic that they're moving across the changing face of the internet. We'll also be talking about Cisco Software Defined Access Strategy, which is a tentpole for the Cisco Technology Group that you've been hearing about for several years now, how all of these pieces will work together. We move on the next day, Wednesday, April the 14th. We're going to hear from the Cisco Nexus Dashboard team. We're going to hear about Cisco App Dynamics, which was another analytics piece that was mentioned quite frequently alongside of the one from Thousand Eyes. This one's focused a little bit more on applications in the cloud. We're going to get a dose of security from Cisco Secure X. We're also going to hear from the Cisco Intersight team. You heard them mentioned during the keynote in partnership with HashiCorp and some of the great things that they're working on there to help keep us safe and secure and possibly even accelerate some of our workloads. And lastly, we'll be hearing from the Cisco Smart Buildings group. They'll be talking about some of the enhancements that they're making for IoT and also wireless. It's going to be a great lineup of Cisco presentations and also Cisco partner presentations. And there's a lot of great faces in the crowd. If you head over to our website at techfieldday.com, you can get a list of the delegates who will be there. These are some well-known names in the Cisco space. They work with Cisco partners, they implement Cisco solutions, and they are the folks that you can trust to tell you what's important and what you need to be looking at in the world that we are moving into in the future. Now, Cisco Live historically has been an event that's happened in the summer, and by making it a global event for the first time and positioning it at the end of March, it helps us be able to get ahead of some of the announcements that will be coming out over the course of the next few months and possibly even years, as we look at the way that our users will be working from anywhere, how they will be accessing resources not only in our data centers, but in the cloud in a hybrid model. And how do we ensure that they're productive and safe as we move forward? These are all questions that Cisco will attempt to answer and that our delegates will help provide perspective on. If you want to be a delegate at Tech Field Day, just like the folks who will be in the room with us, please make sure you head over to techfieldday.com and click on the link for delegates and fill in the form, because we'd love to have your perspective as well. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at Tech Field Day exclusive on April the 5th. as well as April the 13th and 14th. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts.